My name is Jordan Leroy Hansen, also known as Ledev, and I decided for this week's Friday Magic the Gathering video, I decided to do something a little unique. I decided to make kind of a instead of deck tech video, I decided to actually just go into the wonderful world of playing drafts. So I decided to go back into Dominaria draft using MTG Arena because drafting is really fun. The drafting bots are a little weird here, but overall you still kind of get the play that you would do if you normally draft this set. And to be honest, drafting this set was amazing. I mean, it's probably going to be, along with Cons, probably one of my favorite drafting sets. Like, there, you can get away with a lot of archetypes. Sure, black and white was kind of the most strongest one of the set, don't get me wrong. But you can actually, if you get the right cards, you can actually get away with some pretty good archetypes. So I decided for this video, let's go play some. So, let's pay the entry fee and see what we're drafting here. Okay, Yago's Vile Offering is a very tempting card. The problem is, it is a legendary sorcery, so we have to make sure we get legendary permanents, but it's a good reanimate spell and it's a good removal spell, so that's vying for first pick. Flame to kill, no. Valduck is tempting if we can go into a Wed White kind of Boros aggro deck, but we'll think on it. It would be great if we can go in black or red and this rotates around, I'll say that. Moral Genius, no. Attractive Poet, that's not really a pick one. No, 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 no. Not bad. No. Yeah, I think the pack one pick one here is Vile Offering. It's a really good card. Oh. Okay. Let's take a look here at all the picks. Like, the picks in our color would be Dark Bargain, but Tatyova is really good. If you can get away with her, she's amazing. This is also good. That's pretty good. That's good. I might just go with that, maybe. I'll go with the Tatyova and see how it rotates. The problem is if we do try to go free colors, we need some Fitzing fast. And when I mean fast, I mean fast. So what do we got here? Antiquities War, we're not really going to be the artifact deck, but it's something to consider. Lingering Phantom is One thing though, in Constructed though, I am kind of tempted to put this in like a Sarkhan's Unsealing kind of clear the enemy's board constantly deck, since it does. You can constantly return this. On the other hand, a 6 mana deal 4 damage spell is kind of Hell of the Fire Fletcher. We might try to go into a Jun. We have a possibility of going to Jun and then doing that, so that's a possibility. Memorial to Unity is not a bad card, especially synergizes with this. Adamant Will. That's a really good pick if we're in white. Not bad if we're blue. That's a good pick. I think what I'm going to do is leave myself a little bit still open and just see if I can either go into the Jun or Sultai. But if we do go into this, we do need, like, Fitzing. Like, for example, Adventurous Impulse. That's probably the pick. Divest is not a bad pick. Sparring Constructor is a safe pick. Ghost and Druid, not a bad card. Primordial Room might even be a safe pick. But I think I'll go with the Adventurous Impulse and realize that there is going to be some green we're doing. Okay. If we have a way to go into ramp, Tatyova, Slyn might be the pick here, but that's too risky. I like playing this card, but it's risky. Nah. Soul Salvage is not bad. Well, if we're going into the Legendary subcategory, what does the First Eruption do again? I don't think. I mean, this is good for ramp and good for removing saplings. Ancient Animus, though, just in general, is just a decent fight spell. It's a tie between these two. I think I'll still go with the green strategy here. Get the growth would probably be really good with Fire Fletcher, so I think that's the pick. Stronghold Confessors, not a bad card, especially if we go into a Jun Kick. But I do like the Combat Trick a lot better. That's not bad, though. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. So I think I'm going to do with the Combat Trick, though. Okay. I think we're still going into Red-Green Kick. So I think I prefer the unit here, besides the pump spell, though pump spell is really good. I think I would rather have the unit now, just so that we have units. Don't really have any sagas. Ooh, Navigator's Compass. We are taking that. If we're definitely going free colors. If we're going free colors, we need that. Flame of the Celt's not bad. Blessing of Bells Unlocked might be the pick. Skirk Prospector is just not bad, especially since we do have a Goblin that when it becomes irrelevant, we could just use it for ramp. Yeah, I think that's the pick. Do we go greedy and put more Skirk Prospectors, or do we just go with the safe pick, Dark Bargain? Frozen Druid not be bad either. I think I'll take the Frozen Druid. Then this rotates around. So yeah, we're definitely going into a kick with a splash of either blue for Tatiova or splash of black. So it'll probably be dependent on what our Nets pack does. We'll probably just drop this because it's a big dumb creature. We'll probably take it out if we can, but... And hey, that rotates around. Nice. Okay, what do we got here? That's probably the... Oh wait, that's a cast down. Unconditional removal usually is the top spot here. But let's look at the other picks. Our rare is Kazov, which we might be able to play that card actually. Green-red, we're probably in a semi-ramp deck of sorts. And whenever a creature an opponent controls dealt damage... Well, we don't have that much burn spells, but on the other hand, he's a burn spell in itself, so that's something to consider. Sapling Migration is a tempting pick, especially with the kicker ability. Jousting Lance is also, but I think we have to take the cast down and just presume we might be going into Jun. Yeah, cast down is just really hard to pass. Steely Champion might be the pick here. Let's take a look. There's that, which is just a bear. That's not bad. That's not bad either, though. But that's harder to remove. Sure, we can take another Fire Fletcher. That seems to synergize with what our deck's trying to do. Hey, that rotated around. Well, it didn't rotate around, but that's a copy we can put in the deck. Though Broken Bond might be necessary, since I remember this card being really decent. The fact that we're doing quick rounds with this might actually be necessary to get this, but it might rotate around or we might get it from another pack. I think this synergizes with our overall strategy. Primaria Glorious Rebirth. We're not in any of those colors, and it's tempting, but we'll save that for another day. Heck, I might even try to make a deck around that eventually. Cold Cavalry's good. Dark Bargain's not bad. I think the pick here is the Gorger. Helps us with our kick strategy. Power Zone Chart is not bad for ramp. Rose's Tome is good. Bear's not in our colors. Kelton Raider is not bad, but I think we go with the Giant Spider. And now we just have to... None of this stuff is in our picks. Blessings of Bells Unlocked, maybe? Ringgrace Acolyte. I'll put it in the side. Well, we'll put in Particle Wander. Okay. Probably for... Well, we'll try to kill an Raider. And Lightning. Is there ever a point where we're going against a sapling stack? I actually just like the construct a lot better with this strategy. We don't have that many instant sorceries. That might just be the pick for ramping purposes. Sure, just another big dumb thing. Do I figure it's actually potentially tempting with the kickers like Bailoff Gorger and it returns back to my hand, which then allows more kicking? You know what? I'll put it in the sideboard, but I'll think about it. And, yeah, we just say no to that. And, hey, we'll put that in the sideboard. When we go to a deck tag, hello. I mean, can we get away with 4 colors? That's a tempting card for 4 colors. Don't get me wrong. But there's also just a Vicious Offering, which is good. Let's think about it. We're definitely going to try Jund shenanigans, so we're going to have red, we're going to have green. We're going to splash black for Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. I think we give it a shot. Now, if this wasn't a pick, Valid Soothsayer is definitely good. Wild Onslaught would be really good for our deck. Vicious Offering is good as a splash. Algo Skin Witches is also not bad either. I mean, I think people, when Guilds of Ravnica comes out, they need to probably remember that this is a card. I'm just going to say that for blue-black Naban Wizard decks. Keep that in mind. But the pick here is obviously Madrafa. We just have to try it. How many legendaries do we have? Or historic, I guess. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's look at the rest of the pack before I consider. Wild Onslaught, still a really good card for our deck if we can kick it, but we don't really have a heavy ramp. We more have heavy Fitscene. Bloodtal's Candle's not bad. Keldon Overseer would probably be the competitive pick along with that, but you know what? Let's do some shenanigans. Plus, also, this card's actually pretty cool. And another Navigator's Compass would be something we need if we want to try to get away with this. Other than that, there's not really any other picks. Maybe Slimvoid if it rotates, but that requires multi of the color. That's also really good, but I like Navigator's Compass a lot better if we're really going to try to get away with... Hello? Yeah, you're probably going in the deck, though that is a good pick to get another barrier that can kick. If we're going with Historic, the Fiery Intervention, though, is really good. Flame of the Keld will probably rotate, but Fiery Intervention will probably not. Then I think the Jousting Lance is probably the pick here. We're not really going into white. Do we need free Navigation's Compass to get away with what we're doing? Probably? Okay, and... You know what? We'll put that in. We're probably not going to put it in the deck, but we'll keep that in for now. Calgo Skin Witches is not a bad card. Kaya's Blessing is not a bad card. Adventurous Impulse is probably the pick here. We definitely wanted a Broken Bond. And hey, Flame the Kells rotate. And hey, Cabal Paladin. Okay. So first things first, we are going to, what I usually like to do before I make the full deck is take cards out, like so, and pretty much decide what I want to do. So in this case, what I kind of want to do is a Legendary Historic Gimmick deck, which is 4 colors. Maybe even 5, potentially. Is it 5 colors? It's probably... Oh, hey, I actually opened the vault. Oh, cancel that. We'll open that later. So, we want to put Joyer in. We want to put that. We want to put our 2 Fire Fletches in. We want to put in Nujafa. We want to put Tetiova in. Okay. That's interesting. We'll probably put a Primal Glorious Rebirth in, because why not? Especially if since we have enough legendary permanents to consider it. So, okay, we do that. then we need to put in our removal, which in this case is cast down Yakua's Final Offering, which is not bad. We probably throw in Fiery Intervention as well as Ancient Animus. And then we throw in definitely the Navigator's Compass, because I think that's kind of necessary. Especially if we're going into this weird random shenanigans. Then we have a total of 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, so we can put 9 more cards in. Flame of the Kills, do we have... Well, we have a few red permanents that actually benefit from that synergy. Something to consider. Script Prospector might just be good for ramp, though. I think what I'm going to do is put in the Script Prospectors and the Bloodstone Goblins for potential ramp opportunities. Adventurous Impulse seems to make sense, so we can dig stuff out if we need to dig a land. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We need a Broken Bond. So that's 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh wait, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. Okay, we need to cut out a card if we do that. So... Southern Migrations would be good if we had like a Son of Freyleys, but we don't. And what do we cut out if we want to put anything in? Like, Croson Druid might be necessary for this deck. Steel Leaf Champion is just a good card in general. Mammoth Spider is a good card in general. But I think that's how we have to go for this. Let's have some silly shenanigans. And we'll call this Legendary. Oh. Legendary Draft. Now, will this work? Probably not, but we'll play a few matches and just have some fun. First, there we go. We'll claim those. That will help me with some deck building. But for now, let us play 5-color Legendary good stuff, because sometimes in Magic, you just have to play the 5-color good stuff deck and just see what happens. Plus, I never really tried a 5-color good stuff deck, you know. In the history of drafting, I never really did try 5-color good stuff. So, let's give this a shot. I'm looking for getting a card to put in. Yeah, that's really a good hand, so we'll keep it. Like, would we prefer a third land? Yes, but it's fine, I'll say that. Plus, the Navigator's Compass will help us to negate against any, like, aggro-based decks, so... So we play that. We play a Navigator's Compass. Then we probably just play a Goblin by itself. So yeah, we're definitely going against an aggro deck from the looks of it. Wizards, I'm guessing. So yeah, we play that. So. Yep, blue-red. That is the Wizard's archetype. Okay, so play that. And the best thing is, it untaps this, so I gotta keep that in mind. No kicking for this one, just... we are definitely in the Wizards deck. So, we're going to change one of these into a island. That way, we can play our friend Joyley. And the best part is we have the Ancient Animus, so if something is very significant, we could just use... Presuming he doesn't remove this, which if he's playing the Wizards deck, he probably has a Wizard's Lightning. Probably. So we gotta keep that in mind. He probably has Wizard's Lightning, and he's probably going to Bolt Gyra. We gotta keep that in mind. Or he's just going to nail my deck. Eh. What does he nail? Well, he didn't nail the thing that helps me combat against that archetype, so we're still in the clear. Speaking of ways to deal with that archetype, but first things first. We'll play that, we'll play that. Not point, since he has a blocker. Now all we need now is just 2 lands. No. But at least Joya is out of Wizard's Lightning range. It still can die to... Well, we do have... It's not the end of the world. We do have Broken Bond in the deck, so... 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, we're not attacking. We're gonna end the turn. We have Broken Bond, so Broken Bond does essentially help us against this archetype. Great. Did we never to put the Giant Spider in this deck? Did we? I think we're starting to learn what happens if we forget to put Giant Spiders in your deck archetypes. That's not bad, though. Okay, we're going to cast an Adventurous Impulse. We'll get... we'll just get another mountain. We'll play it. And lucky enough, the life gain from the Navigator's Compass will help us survive for a turn against annoying Mr. Sphinx here. Mr. Sphinx. 5 mana. Let's see, what else? Hello, I'm surprised you played that card. And hey, we didn't even need the Navigator's Compass for this. And all creatures are not... We're definitely not attacking. We just gotta save it. And hope it doesn't get removed. Okay, now we are relying on... Yeah, now I remembered why Broken Bond was a really good card for this format. Like, ow. He didn't nail Broken Bond, did he? No, he did not. So yeah, pretty much once we draw our Broken Bond, we can probably survive. Heads, so that means it has double strike. So yeah, we'll block with the Goblin. Because we do not really want to get dealt a lot of damage. Okay, opponent. Oh, wait. Hang on a minute. Does that work the way I think it works? Yeah, that works the way I think it works. I mean, it's Is it the most flashiest way to use the card? No, but it's the way that works. No. Okay, I'm really starting... The one opponent that has a deep freeze deck. Destroy target, deal 5 damage. Yeah, we're just saying no to that. Now, he probably has him on line. No, he doesn't, so... Okay. Joyer... It's either Joyer or Tatiova that has to, quote-unquote, face the music. Well, it depends on... Really? Double strike again? Yeah. Sorry, Joyer. And thank God I don't have to deal with deep freeze anymore. Okay, so it's now just a 4/4. I'll take the 4 damage. I probably should now start just attacking with Hala now. Lard. What's this? Here we go. Okay, this was checking something. Hello. See, this guy drafted a lot of deep freezes. Okay, so we get some damage in. We can block with the goblin. If he gets rid of the goblin, we can block with one of our other creatures. Probably Tatiova at this point because we don't really want to draw into more lands. There's the Fiery Intervention. Really, the only thing we need now is Yagma's Vile Offering. Yagma's Vile Offering would be very useful now. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we can block a Tatiova now. There's an argument to say that inevitably we should probably block Mudrafa, because then what we can do is play Mudrafa from the graveyard using Yakima's Vile Offering. That's a possibility. But on the bright side, we can block ourselves with goblins. But yeah, we're gonna deal some damage. Yeah, we're gonna block. We'll block like this. He plays his Skeleton Raider. He's going to discard a card, draw a card. This is Larry's card. Put another whip on the field. Makes sense. We need Adventurous Impulse now. We need the Bailiff Gorger. We're gonna change that into a forest. We are. Can we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait. Well, I probably just foreshadowed what I had in my hand. The Ferrari conjecture? Oh no. Wait, does he even have an instant sorcery in his... No, but he has the sorcery, so we gotta keep that in mind. Okay, now we're gonna block with this. We'll take the 4 again. So yeah, the only thing he can bring back is the Fiery Intervention, which he's probably going to use on the Hela. Lucky enough, we have an extra one in hand. Boy, this is going to be a close game. Seriously, oh, I see what he's doing. He's waiting till that so he can trigger it twice, probably taking out the Bailiff Gorger? That's my guess. Makes sense. Though, he does have a lot of power with that. He might also have 2 Wizard Lightnings, and that's just game. That's a possibility. Nevertheless, he has the ability to cast double spells, so we're in for a treat. So yeah, deal 5 damage. He's going to do the Mirari Conjecture ability, which makes sense. Deal another 5 damage to kill the Bailiff Gorger finally. Makes sense. Man, we are in such a pickle. We really need, like... We need our Yagama's Vital Offering, and we need it now. I mean, it's not bad. We still can survive for a turn. Can we? Oy. Man, this game has just been a tug-of-war kind of scenario. And the thing is, I know a Yagama's Vile Offering is in the deck. Oh, it was on the... Wait, I need to remember what Adventurous Impulse does again. Oh, yeah. It puts it on the bottom, so... I was kinda hoping for something that probably was least likely going to happen. Oh, boy. So, yeah. I think we can't play on the miracle of that, so... That gave a menace, didn't it? Well, the good news is we're not dead. We're close to dead, but we're not dead. Unless he has, like, a fight with fire. Yeah, we're dead. Ouch. That was a bad first game. But in my defense, I did not suspect that guy to have so many deep freezes. I mean, that was kind of nuts. Anyway, we're on to another game. I'll probably play 1 or 2 more games before calling the video quits because I just want to make sure these videos are not too long. Okay. Good hand. Keep. We have that, we have that, we have that. Actually, a really good hand to keep. Now the question is, what is he playing? This actually reminds me when I went to originally to Hometown Games, which was one of the oldest game stores in Lawrence. I went there originally to start Magic, and there was this one guy. I am forgetting his name, and I feel bad for forgetting his name, but when he always drafted, he always, like, we gave the joke that he always drafted 5-color good stuff. And just playing this deck now kind of reminds me of his playstyle. Just put value stuff in and play 5 colors. Usually now he just goes to board game stuff and actually go to sci-fi conventions. If people who are remembering him might remember him, you could probably just say it in, like, the comments and such, but he's a good kid. So, for that kid, this deck is in your honors. So, let's just hope I can actually do it justice. Let's just do it justice. So, the opponent is playing green. I'm tempted to delay turn 3 and then just wait on turn 4 to play Joya. Because then we just have Hela, draw a card. And even if it gets removed, we could Yagma's File, Ephraim playing Falah. Really depends on what the opponent plays here. Looking like a mono green deck, so we're probably going to see Steely Champion. That's probably a given. He's definitely green something, so what is he a green of? We'll find out. I could also just play this on curve and just Yagma's File Offering. I actually think I like that a lot better. It's tempting to get the extra card draw, but I think if he has removal, I'd rather fish it out for now than later. Besides that, I'm just kind of can't wait to see the news on Pats this weekend and actually just see. We just got the mechanics for the Guilds of Ravnica coming up, but I'm kind of wanting to see the cards. But the mechanics are interesting, so I think while waiting to see what this opponent's turn is, he's playing green-black, I could go through my quick opinions on the mechanics. Let's see, Damir's mechanic is Surveil, I think is what they call it. And it's kind of a mechanic that works like Scry, but you actually, instead of putting it on the bottom, you discard the card. That card mechanic in general can be a very good mechanic for control decks, because as one of my friends pointed out, it kind of works like a search for as counter type of effect, and control decks might actually benefit a lot with that. I jokingly said that it might actually make Bone Dragon playable in a control deck. Probably not, but one of the other synergies I was thinking of right off the bat is how with Crucible of Worlds, it actually now can make it where putting lands in the graveyard now can actually be quite beneficial. Or maybe even if you go into a Sultai and play the Mending of Dominaria, then you can have synergies like that with Surveyor, like the times when you have to put a land in the graveyard, you can put it in there because you have Mending of Dominaria or Crucible of Worlds to play it later to get extra mana for control. It's a really... Wait a minute. I'm not going to attack in. It's a really cool mechanic the more I see about it. The other mechanic they revealed, which is a comeback, which is Convoke. Really, we knew that mechanic because of the Biobots promo, which is like that 16/16 indestructible. Overall, it's not like that's the fate, we don't have to worry. Convoke itself, it's good that that's coming back as a Celestia mechanic because that's a really good... It really is a heavy good incentive for token-style decks, especially... Excuse me there. It helps incentivize casting spells, and it just works in a sequence and sorts. Besides that... Invoke, great comeback mechanic. Besides that, there's also Jumpstart for Izzet, which I'm curious how they're going to deliver on that. Really, it depends on the cost of the spells. If the cost of the spells are really good, then it might just be a really great mechanic, but we really have to wait and see on that. But one thing's for sure, if they provide any Jumpstart spells that can be synergistic in a Hollow One deck, that's something to keep in mind. I don't know. I do also love the potential in Legacy formats or Eternal formats that the potential synergies of Jumpstart cards with Madness cards. Granted, this is speculating. We don't even know what the spells are, so for all we know, the spells might not actually be that very powerful and all that, so yeah. The other mechanic they revealed was Undergrowth, which is for the Golgari. That one was more along the lines of there's going to be cards in Golgari that has the... Is a card in the graveyard? It matters. Like how many creature cards in the graveyard. It'll be very interesting to see that one because they left that one very open, so we don't really know. I mean, maybe it's like powerful spells that get their cost reduced depending on how many creature cards in the graveyard. Or maybe, oh, this creature enters in with something if you have this many creatures in the graveyard, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Overall, it'll be very interesting to see what Undergrowth does. And I think that's all of them. Convoke, Surveyor, Jumpstart, Undergrowth. Am I forgetting one? Oh yeah, Mentor. Mentor is probably the least exciting, but I don't think it's one you should underestimate. For those of you who don't know what that mechanic is, Mentor is a ability that a creature can have that when it attacks, all other creatures that are lower than its power gets +1/+1 counters. And I think it's one of those where, let me check real quick on this because I want to make sure to get this accurate. Because it's either on each attacking creature or just each creature that has a lower power than that. So let me look at this real quick. I have this on the phone. So yeah. Oh, you put a 1/1 counter on an attacking creature with less power. Okay, so that mechanic is not as busted as I thought it was potentially. But I do think it's one of those to keep your eye on, because there are some cards that are very synergistic when they have 1/1 counters on it. Hint, 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 hint. Though I don't know if anybody would go into Naya to do that synergy, but it's a thought. Overall, though, I am excited to see that if there are any cards that get revealed this weekend. It'll be very fascinating to see. Okay, so I think the play here is kind of obvious. We return this, destroy that, say bye-bye. We draw a card, thanks to Historic, which is awesome. And I don't think he has a counter. I'm pretty sure we don't have a Ranger skill in this meta. But yeah. So back to the game here. I kind of went sidetracked there for a minute. Okay, we draw a good buff spell if we need a block. I think the opponent is not realizing that he can spend 4 mana to make a sapling. Or maybe he's saving his mana for something else. I don't think there's anything in green with Flash. Yeah, there's nothing in green in Flash with Dominaria. I think that was just a misplay. He could have made a sapling with that mana. Or maybe he's saving it for combat, like he thinks I'll attack with this, and then he giant growths, which gift the growth, so no, we're not going to attack into that. Then we were in the turn. Let's see what's in the graveyard. Just one adventurous impulse. Yeah, I think I'll call this the last match of the night since I am getting a little sleepy. Ooh. We're playing that. Thank you. We cast a historic spell, we draw a card. And the best part is if he got like cast down as this removal spell for his draft, he's probably looking at this and being like, oh boy. But yeah, we didn't draw into the best spell. Still, Taki Over is a good card. So now we pretty much have a draw engine for days. Play a land, gain a life, draw a card. Jury Lair, cast a legendary spell, draw a card. We have a lot of opportunities for card draw, which is awesome. I think I'm going to now attack in and just see what he does, because if he tries to block, I'm going to make this into a forest, sack this, do a gift growth. Because that's what I feel like he's been holding. It feels like he's holding a gift of growth so freaking badly. Okay. Before that, I'm just going to make this into a forest just to be safe. There we go. Does he want to do anything? Okay. Okay, you're gonna put a counter on that. I'm still going to kill the creature. Now, if he has any additional lands, I think it would be best for him to activate that ability now. So yeah. We get trample, which is nice. But overall, it will be interesting to see the other mechanics from the net set for Ravnica, like what's going to be the Simic mechanic and such, or Orzhov and such, or even the Zorius. I am really curious about that. But for now, I am excited about the new mechanics they did reveal, and it's kind of interesting to see the Brewing Brain going with just being like, okay, we know we're going to have cards with these. We can. Oh, yeah. Now that is a big boy. Boy, we are in trouble. Okay, I think the play here is... Yes, I know we're casting a second copy of this, but... We'll keep the instant that's on there. We were really just doing it for the card draw. We'll say red. And we really can't attack within a 7/7. That is an old school Magic card, folks. For those of you who are new to Magic and such, this card was absurd in early game Magic. Like, I can't remember the deck archetypes that this seen a lot of play in, but boy, this was a beast in early game Magic. And for now, it's a really, really good drafting card because we can't attack in with any of our units, and he's constantly going to build saplings. Lucky enough, we did took out his Slimefoot, unless he has his own Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, which even then he can't use because because he doesn't have a legendary creature on the field. Or permanent. No, it's legendary creature or planeswalker. So, and as far as I'm aware, unless he has a Karn, we're good. So yeah, more saplings. We're gonna draw. Maybe draw some more juice for our deck. Well, that's not bad. We draw a card, gain some life. And hello. Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna cast Bloodstone Goblin and just pretty much pretend that we don't really have anything. Then next turn, these will have minutes, so yeah. We're saving this for next turn. Is the moral of the story here. We don't really want to attack with anything because, well, this is going to be a very peculiar game. So many saplings. We really need to draw one of our cast downs. Or Yawgmoth's Vile Offering would not be bad either. So we just need to draw either Cast Down or Vile Offering. That's pretty much it. Okay. So he now has filter for his colors. And he just has a lot of saplings. Another sapling. Ugh. I'll draw a card and hope it's something good. Come on. I mean, it's not bad. but it's not exactly what we're looking for. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's think here. We deal 5 damage to this. We could also just deal 5 damage to that. I think I just like getting this out of the battlefield just as a way to say, hey, opponent, you're not attacking into me with the Verdant Force. Oh, wait. We're off 1 mana, so we can't even do that. Okay, so I think the plan here is fire intervention to that. And if he wants to waste a on giant growth on that, go right ahead. At least we got it out of his hand for this guy. Man, we are going on timers here. Here. Like, he has 26 cards, I have about 19, so... So many saplings! Do we have anything we want to return? Not really. Okay, let's see what he got. He has a total of 5 saplings. That's a lot of saplings. Dagnabbit. So yeah, Bale Gorgeous out of the picture. And he now knows I have a broken bond, so... Yeah. That was a top deck for him. So yeah, we really need to draw a Cast Down or a Vile Offering, like, really soon. Or not Vile, Final Offering, but still. We need some spells. Does he attack? No. Yeah, we know. You get your sapling. Can I draw my card? Thank you. It's an island. We'll take advantage of Tatiova's ability. Can it be something besides the land? I know. But it's a way to dig in our deck more, which we really need to do. We need to draw an answer against this, because his army is going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to be very, very problematic. Okay, so we get that. We draw another card. Can we draw an answer? Not an answer, but a good card. So yeah, we have a ton of legendaries, so the deck's doing what it wants to do, but we are not drawing any of our removal, which is the problem. we're not attacking with anything. Though I do have to admit, the synergy between this and this makes a Timber draw style deck kind of tempting. But probably something that's only possible in draft. So yeah, more saplings. So he has about 7. He has 14 attack on the board. He's going to draw his card. Wow, this game is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. One thing I will say, this card is going to get a lot more absurd with Gills of Ravnica and all the token generation for Convoke spells. Oh boy. Anything that produces saplings can actually make Convoke. Yeah. Anyone who has sapling decks, you might want to keep in mind, Convoke cards you want to keep your eye out on for the upcoming expansion. Keep this in mind. Okay, some more saplings. Do I draw a card? Can I draw a card? Can I draw a card? Boy, this game's taking forever. This game is taking forever. There we go. I guess I'll take red. We'll draw a card. And Navigator's Compass, which synergizes because then we can draw another card of Joyra. And there is finally the cast down. Thank you. Whew. Phew. Do I want to attack it now? Maybe. Maybe. I think I got to. Because worst case scenario is if he tries to find a way to wipe our board, we are pretty close enough that we can draw a Primal Glorious Rebirth in. But wait, we have to have a legendary permanent on the battlefield for that to work. Or a legendary creature. That might have been a misplay, actually. Wow, our opponent is turtling quite a lot. We'll do that. Okay, opponent. Do you want to block this? Firstly, you might want to block this. I'm gonna guess he's gonna block the Tatyova and the Joyra so I don't have a draw engine anymore. Is the logical guess here? He might also just go for the Grand Warlord Lada. I mean, he might also just go and split it, just not have damage dealt to him. He has options, is what I'm saying. And he has the mana, so this is gonna be interesting. So yeah, he's definitely going with the free kill the Tatyova, to kill the draw engine. Probably Joyra now to kill the draw engine on that, or just block. Okay, sure. I am legitimately confused. Because even if he kicks these would just be... He will attack for 10. Unless he has... And no, he can't even have 2 of those, so... What is your plan, opponent? I am very curious. Well, that's a good part of your plan. Oi. Yakuma's final offering would be lovely right about now. Yeah, we're not going to attack into that. That is probably not a good idea. That is... On the bright side, we can take the 7 at the moment, so that should not be too much trouble. Yeah, we're now really just needing to draw into any of our gas. Any gas would be appreciated. Wow. Okay. Hello there. That's a good card. We'll play that card. And now the opponent's probably like, what the heck? Going against someone named Tartar Ironside. I wonder if that's a reference to something. Well, worst case scenario. But now we pretty much have access to our graveyard, so which is pretty nifty. So we're going to cast an artifact. Sure, we'll cast that. Which gives us free life, which is nice. Then we're going to cast a creature. We'll cast that. Which gives us access to a blocker, most realistically. I think it's safe to say I have the legendary draft deck. We are definitely not attacking it. I think the safe play here is to block, make sure we keep a legendary up, and then we primal Scorious Rebirth to bring back all legendaries. That would be kind of awesome. Okay, so we'll take the cast creature offer. Then it activates Joyous Trigger, which is very significant here. Okay. I think the risky play here is to attack with everything, make him have to block the significant threats. And then whatever he kills, just use Primal Glorious Rebirth, so... Interesting. And I think it's safe to say we got this game. I think... Oh, hey, we still even have green mana left. Sure, we'll do that. We'll do it like that. Cast our Goblin. And boy, this is a case of we got the game. He needs a top deck of the century. Oh, he's gem colors. So, what does he got? 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe a fight with fire? Isn't he a double red for that, though? Wait. that guy? That's... Oh, I already cast... Oh, crap. That puts me down to 10. What? Well, I think the safest play is to say... GG. What you got? And really, all we got now is pretty much go for the face. And I think we got this game. We don't have any fog in this meta, so we're good. Well, that is officially game. You guys and put it. And we finally got that game done. Wow, that took a while. But it was a good game. Pretty much showed off what the deck does, so I think I'm going to call the video off for tonight. Overall, this deck is kind of amazing. I am definitely going to be finishing up the draft with this, so I hope you all have a lovely night. This is LevDev, signing out.